get out all these years. It's wonderful to see you too, Anna.
Yo, 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 yo. What's up? This is John from Judge Innovation Girls in the peach capital of the state, baby.
Hey, Ray, it's quite a man, isn't he? Well,
Let's turn this down. What's up, Nathan? What's up, Chris? We are going to do some unboxing. We are going to do some unboxing. We are going to do some unboxing. We're going to see what the old LMC truck has sent. We're going to do some yes sir, that's awesome. Oh yeah. I'm super stoked that Luma sent me that. Yeah, Kurt and Chris from Luma, solid guys, man. Solid guys. Solid guys. They've always took care of me since day one. So I'm super excited. Yeah, LMC stuff is good. Yeah, I mean, now all my body panels and stuff like that I get from Autometal Direct. But like other stuff, like you can literally sit down and see Autometal Direct don't carry everything. You know what I mean? They don't carry every single thing. But see with LMC, I can literally go in the book. No, not yet. I'm going to here shortly. Autometal. They're in Georgia. So the thing about with LMC is I can literally go in the book, right? I can literally go in the book and like if I need something, it's got an exploded view, right? Where it breaks it down and you just have to go in there with the part numbers. And they keep adding stuff to the catalog every year. You know, I mean, every year they just keep adding. So with LMC, I get a lot of stuff from LMC. And it's good stuff. I mean, it's good stuff. But like my body panels and stuff like that, I get them from Autumn. I mean, see, LMC, they sell Dakota Digital. I mean, you can get a lot of stuff from them, you know. A lot of stuff. I was thinking about the other day, a emergency brake. This truck don't have a emergency brake. And I was thinking about that the other day. Well, actually, I was asleep and I was dreaming about it. I said, that truck don't have no emergency brake. And I got to figure out how to get, I got to figure out what I'm going to do for the emergency brake. You know what I mean? Nevertheless. So here's something that's interesting that probably a lot of people don't realize. They don't realize is if you have one of these 67, 68, if you have one of these trucks, 68 to 72 trucks, Blazers, whatever, and let's just say the dash is bad, right? Let's just say the metal dash is bad. Let's say somebody bushwhacked the center right here. Yeah, I'm open to ideas, Mike. I'm open to ideas. So let's just say, let's see right there, dash panel kit 385094. So that right there is $100, right? So you think about it. Just bear with me, right? So let's say somebody went in there and cut out, which a lot of people do. They cut out and they put an aftermarket radio and they just bushwhack it, right? Okay, say you want to fix it. Right? So the part number is 385094, dash repair panel. It's $80. Now, it says $74.94, $74.95. But when you go online, I noticed when I ordered all this stuff, I wrote everything down in the page number, and then I go on there and I don't call, I just put in the numbers myself. And a lot of the stuff wasn't even the same price. And this is a new catalog. So, nevertheless, all right, let's just say it's $100 to get it, right? Okay? So it's $100 to get it, and then you got to put it in there. So if you don't have a welder, if you don't have any of that stuff, you're going to have to hire somebody. And look, I'm not trying to not do the work. I'm just trying to let you know that this is how my brain works, right? So this is the way it works, right? So let's just say you got the metal is messed up, and let's just say some other stuff's messed up on it, right? So you get this piece right here, it's $100, okay? And then you go to fix it. So you got to cut all this out and then weld all this in. Now you can panel bond it if you wanted to, but then you're going to have to clean up the seams and do body work and do this and paint it, right? Okay, now, let's say your truck don't have air conditioner, all right? Say your truck don't have AC, right? Well, so LMC now offers LMC offers a dash with AC vents. So you don't have to cut the dash. Like on this truck here, the dash was good, but we done air conditioner, and the AC kit that he got, the Gen 4 AC system, came with these vents, and you had to cut the hole in the dash. If I had to do it all over again, I would, you see where they fit over the dash when he got the Gen 4 AC system, right? So if I had to do it all over again, I'd use different vents and stuff. But let's just say the dash was messed up in that truck. All you have to do is go across the top right there at the windshield, take the windshield out and drill out every one of these spot welds, and that whole dash comes out. You can buy a brand new one for roughly $400 with the AC vent, and it's all fixed. So just a little bit of time drilling out the spot welds, you can take the old dash out, take it out, and then put the new one in there, put your couple of Klinkos in there, and then spot weld it back in there, and now you have a brand new dash, brand new where the radio's at, and you have the vents for the AC, and the dash is not dented up or nothing like that. So, that's that. Pop rivets. No, man, we don't do no pop rivets around here. Klinkos. Let's see if there's some Klinkos in here. There might be some Klinkos in here. I'll show you what a Klinko is. Klinko. I need some Klinkos. Klinkos. Jeepers, creepers. Where did you get those peepers? No, they're not in here. All right, so, yeah, and then see, it breaks it down. You got the abbreviation codes and all that stuff. So, and then it tells you how to read the VIN numbers. So, LMC's good. You get a lot, and then it's like the body bushings. Body bushings and stuff like that, different vehicles are different, like 67 to 68 are different from 69 to 72. So that's that. So right here is, just put a Mustang box. So we got some boxes right here, some boxes. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this camera up a little bit, and we are going to do an unboxing. Now I know one of them is carpet. Well, let me turn on all messages. There you go, all messages. What's up, Mac? What's up, Mike? LMC Truck. So, with that being said, let's open this little box. It's a lot. Jeepers, creepers. Where did you get those peepers? Caution. Heavy, 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 heavy. What's up, Stein? Yay! What in the hell? this whole box. This is how we do it. This whole box right here. So we got bubble wrap. That's it. All right. So, a few things are on back order. This is another thing. This is how LMC sends you stuff. This is how the stuff comes when you order it. Now, I'm not going to go through all this. I'll do this later. But, well, I know what these are. These are the clips for the trim for the bump or for the grill. And so you got the part number, 301643, and it's the clip and the nut. And everything is loose, and it doesn't say what's on there. Well, I'll be damned. I take that back. They have started so far they putting the name molding clip with nut with grill. So that's good. So all this stuff in here, I'll have to go through every one of those and mark it off on the invoice. This right here, and then see here's another bag. I have to go through it. I know when I done that K5 pickup truck and I ordered everything from LMC, I had a box, a big box that was slam full. I had this whole table laid out, and I sat there and had to go through there and mark what everything was. So that's that. What's up, Chance? So that's that. This, it says, show me to your friends. Show me to your friends. Show me to your friends. This is a master bolt kit. Yeah, no politics and no religion, man, or you'll they'll order you a Uber. This is a master bolt kit. Master bolt kit. This is every bolt, every fastener, every screw, every clip, every retainer, everything. This is every bolt in this box for that truck. Everything. No, there's no more piecing parts together, trying to figure out every bolt for that truck, for every part for that truck is in this box. No, not stainless. No, it ain't stainless. No. Yeah. Yeah. Master bolt kit for 67 and 68 Chevrolet pickup truck. Every bolt is in here. It is 496 bolts and fasteners. And the crazy thing about it is, they're all labeled. Door lock strikers. They're all labeled. Cowl panel. Everything. License plate. Cowl. Everything is in here and it's all labeled. This right here, headlight benzels. Yeah, Chance, this is like going to the candy store. So yeah. So when I done that 65 Mustang, we bought a master bolt kit. $365, Mike. $365. So it's 496 pieces, and it's $360. And it's everything. I mean, it even breaks it down. Price point, part numbers. I mean, everything. It's everything. Oh yeah. Oh, what's up, Larry? Oh yeah. So you just take this right here and you lay it all out on the table, and then you start putting the truck together. So we're not gonna take it out of the box because we don't want nothing to get misplaced or nothing. But everything's in that box right there. Yeah, everything's done. All right. So let's see. Let's see what this one is. I kind of know what this one is. I think this is the carpet. So the client decided to go with dark brown because we're going with that leather khaki leather color. So he said go with dark brown. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's gonna look good right there. That's gonna look good right there. That's gonna look good. That's gonna look good. Gonna look good in the neighborhood. What's up, Joe? Yeah. Gonna need that, and it's got the padding on the back. And this one is for the high hump. So I ordered the carpet. look, 1970, y'all. So this one is high hump, because I put a 4-wheel drive hump in this truck because we went with that Tremec 5-speed, and it's all folded in, so we went with the high hump. So this is the carpet. We're gonna need to get a steamer. We're gonna have to get a steamer. So that's the carpet. All right, so that's that. Woo! Got the door seal plates. So we went with the stainless door seal plates. Went with the stainless ones. Yeah. Went with the stainless plates that go at the threshold of the door. So went with those. Went with the ones with no Chevrolet bow tie or the word Chevrolet. Don't need to do any of that. So let's get one out. See what it look like. So these are from polished stainless. It's all scratched up and shit. So, yeah. So I wanted some that was just regular aluminum, like just not polished or anything. And they didn't have any. And the stainless was actually cheaper than the others. So went with those. Hell, before the night's over with, I might powder coat them too. I might powder coat them too. All right, so that's that. Now, this right here is crazy. This is insane. Let me show you what this is. I don't know why I got one. I ordered two. Oh, back order. This is the vent window. And I want y'all to know that you can buy the rebuild kit to rebuild your factory things, right? But it is a pain in the ass. Now, there's a guy I met one time that rebuilds these. You send him yours, he rebuilds it, he sends it back. Well, the problem with that is you take your original vent window, and you mail it to him. He takes it apart, he drills all the rivets out, he cleans it up. Now, he don't re-chrome it, he paints it black. Puts all the new rubber in it, new glass, everything, new spring. He media blasts everything, and he paints everything black. Right? About $400 a piece with your core. So you send him yours, and about $350 per side, he rebuilds them. Sends them back to you, they won't be chrome. They'll be black. These right here, brand new, with no core charge, $300 a piece. $300 a piece. And the guy that rebuilds them, you got to have a core to get them rebuilt. Well, here's the problem. I don't have a core to have them rebuilt. You have to have a good core to get them rebuilt. Well, here's the problem. When this guy got this truck, he just had a cab, and it had the windows and had all the stuff in it. And he had somebody take all that stuff apart before he brought me the cab or before I went to go get it. And the guy either threw it away or misplaced his original vent windows. So we don't have anything to go by. And everything that John has is not 68s. 68 and 67 is different from the rest of it. They're different. They're not the same. So, what do you got to do? You got to do that. What's up, y'all? Oh, Yancey, did you see that? So right here, so here's the vent window. It came in today. So that's that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. So the other one, it says on back order, and that's the crazy thing about it, because when I ordered it, it said it was in stock. So that's all I got, boys and girls. So you got 2 seal plates, got the carpet, got this little bag of stuff right here. Well, the thing about going with full glass, you're going to have to modify the door for the kit. Now, I don't know what you got to modify, because I've never done a solid glass on a C10 or a square body. Not saying I can't do it, but I can't remember what the kit is for the solid glass. I know True Truck Brothers has that kit, and again, I don't know the price of it, but you got to go in there and cut. You got to go in there and modify the door for the glass to fit. You have to take all the stuff out that holds this. You got to take all that stuff out, and you got to do something to the top, and the trim changes. Now, the client, he talked about doing a solid glass, but he said he really likes the old school look of the vent window. So back and forth, and he's like, let's just do the vent window. So got both. So basically, this right here is what was it? I'll tell you this, and I normally don't talk money. $300. So this was $300 for this side and $300 for the other side. So that's $600 in 2 windows. What's up, Elko? Yeah, that's $600 for 2 windows. And then you got to get all the stuff to put it in there. So, yeah. And then you got a little bag here. So just what I have right there, just that little stuff. The carpet, got the carpet, got the bolt kit, got these 2, got this, the other one's on back order, got these little bag of bolts. That right there was a grand total of $1,207.90. So, yeah. So just this right here. Over just this, and that right there, over $1,300 worth of stuff right there. I don't know what he wants me to do. I'm gonna ask him. I don't know. I don't know what he wants to do on that. He don't want no chrome on here, so I don't know how I'm gonna do that to get rid of that chrome. We'll figure something out. Yeah. How much are those 1 window kits, Chris? Did you look it up? I don't even know. I know they're high, but I don't know how high they are. So, yeah. What? Anybody got any thoughts? Hold on a second. Anybody got any thoughts on doing a 6.0 LS and a 57 Bel Air? Hit me up. What's up, John? What are you doing, Chance? You doing you putting an LS in a what are you doing, Chance? Yeah. Oh, you got a client that wants to do it and you want some ideas. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, man. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do it. Do it, man. I was talking about pistons today. Somebody asked me about pistons today. We won't get into that, but Chance, you can do it, man. I mean, you put a 4BT Cummins in a daggone Ford Ranger, and then you put a daggone 302 in a Ford Ranger. I know you ain't doubting yourself. I know you ain't doubting yourself. It's a 419. It's a stroke. A 6.0 stroke to a 419. 419. How did they get 419? Chance, how did they get a 419? I know you can go 408. No, you can't. He'll answer. He's probably typing right now. I know you got a. I know there's a 408 stroker kit. Yeah, I know it's bored and stroked. I mean, I know how you get there. I want the numbers. I know how you get. I know how you get there. You stroke it. You bore it and stroke it. That I understand that. But oh yeah, this was last year's C10 revival. This was last year's C10 revival hat. This is last year's. Yeah, 6.0 is 366. And then if you stroke it out the first time, it's a 408. Yeah, I know 408, but he said he went 419. I don't know if he bored it and straight. I'm gonna have to do some research on that, Chance, and see how you get to a 419. Cause that's what's in the 68, a 408 stroker. Oh, hey, I know somebody that's got a 383. I know somebody that's got a 383 small block. Now, it's not been bored out to a 383 stroke. It's a factory. I mean, they bought it. It's an aftermarket block. 383 stroker, right? And they want to rebuild it. 3/4 race cam. Lord have mercy. Get your ass out of here, Roofer 216. You just told me your age, Roofer 216. 3/4 race cam. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. You done told me your age, man. 3/4 race cam. But I know somebody that's got a 383 small block. Not a 350 stroked out to a 383, not a 400 de-stroked, and nothing like that. It's a stock 383. It's a stock 383 block, and they're talking about rebuilding their block. And I got to doing some reading on that, and since it's a stock 383 block, he can stroke a 383 out to a 427 small block. Yeah, 3/4 race cam. Yeah, hey, John Buchanan, he didn't tell his age right off the bat, did he? Let me tell you about this guy down the road. He had one of them 3/4 race stamps. He had one of them Lewski's 3/4 race cans. I swear to God on my mama. He could do a wheelie stand and jump over that Coors Light can down there at the road. What's up, Tulu? Yeah. Yeah, he had that little whiskey cam in there. Man, he revved that thing up and he dumped that clutch in that daggone T10 transmission. I swear to God on my mama's life, he picked that car up and jumped that damn Coors Light can. Hey, Roofer, you still told your age. Oh, yeah, high nickel right there. Oh, yeah, you know the other thing that's crazy? People say, oh, yeah, I got that small block, that high nickel content. And I'm like, high nickel content? Yeah, I got that high nickel content, that 020, that 010, 020 block. Like, what? High nickel content. Like, so the theory, the myth is, if you had a small block and you took the timing cover off of it, and underneath the timing cover, it had 010 and 020. Underneath the timing cover on the driver's side, they said that block was high nickel content. High nickel content. So when you young, dumb, and full of cum, you believe everything that these people that talk out the side of their neck to sound important, and they couldn't whoop their ass out of a wet sack if you tore a hole in the bottom of it. They couldn't rub two dirty nickels together if they wanted to. That's a myth. Now, it does have 010 and 020 underneath the timing cover, but that doesn't mean that it's high nickel. That ain't what that means. Then I was told one time that if you're going to build a small block, you need to get a 4-bolt main, and you need to find a Mexican block. You need to find a small block that was manufactured in Mexico, and it was a Mexico block because down there the casting was different, and it's a better block. I've heard that shit too. And another thing that said, I know Buchanan Auto Sale. I know Buchanan Auto Sale has heard this. I promise you John has heard this. John, how many times you went to go buy a truck or a car or anything that had a 327 in it or a 350 in it, and right hand to Jesus, I swear on my mama's life, man, the engine in this car right here come out of a Corvette, man. This thing's badass, man. It come out of this Corvette this guy had, and that engine right there is straight up Corvette. It's a Corvette engine, 375 double hump heads with a 3/4 racing cam. How many times you heard that, John? There's been more damn. Got them Camelback heads. Yeah, while they smoking on them Camel cigarettes. Yeah. There's been more Corvette engines put in cars than ever Corvette engines made. I'm telling you, man. Crazy. We're just going to bullshit tonight. We're going to talk just a little bit. I'm talking crazy. I've sanded till my fingers is sanded out. I mean, just, and you look at them, and then they tell you like, oh yeah. Man, I was at the auto fair one time, which is the worst, and there was a 69 Camaro over there. All Yenko'd up, painted up, Yenko numbers. This was, man, I was still in high school. Guy had it down there. It was blue and white, all Yenko this, that, work, Yenko that, Yenko this, Yenko that, Yenko. We sitting there, just about. He's sitting there talking now. I'm in high school. And he's got the hood raised up on the car like that. He don't have the hood all the way up. He's got it up just enough, right? So we sitting there. What's up? Appreciate that, Tulu. We sitting there, right, and he's talking. This other guy, and he had this stupid number on this thing, like $50,000, $60,000. Now, I was in high school. Dude was asking like stupid money for this car. Now, the car was nice. Don't get me wrong. The car was nice. Everything was right. The seats was right. The color was right. The stripe was right. Everything was, yeah. Yenko. The hood's raised up on it, right? So me and my buddy at the time, we was standing there, was looking, and was trying to look at the data plate. So the guy goes around to the passenger side of the car, and he leans down to look at something, right? So he's not looking at us. So my buddy reaches up there real fast and pushes the hood up. And we look at the numbers on the data plate. And there was some other people there that wanted to look at the data plate too, because this guy's claiming this thing's a Yenko. We get the hood raised up and you look, ain't no damn Yenko. Damn 6-cylinder, damn 3 on the tree. Oh, damn 6-cylinder, 3 on the tree. 305, 307 car. Come on, man. Get out of here. And then the other guy, he had this guy hook banged and sunk, boy. He was fixing to just Man was fitting to write the check. Man was finna count out them hundos. And the guy said, I thought you said this thing was a Yinko. Oh, yeah, it is. He said, why is the VIN number and the data plate come back to this? He's like, what? What you say? What you say? Man, I know where I got that damn engine come out of a Corvette, man. It's got a damn double humper heads and a 3/4 race cam. Y'all better get on somewhere. And he shut the hood and he was gone, man. He just walked off. No. But he walked off. He was mad as hell. I know that. Called him out on his bullshit. I did some research. 415, yes. Yeah, they got a 408 and a 415, yes. Yep. I did 415, 47, 4, yeah, yes. Yes, that sounds more like it, Chance. 408 and a 415. Yep. So the guy with this, 416. Sounds like my Uncle Nicky. Nicky? Tricky Nicky. Yeah, just crazy, man. A lot of stuff. And then here's something else that's pretty cool. My mom, she had a 71 and a half Camaro Rally Sport. All right? 71 and a half Camaro Rally Sport. All right? Wasn't a SS, it was a Rally Sport. Split bumper, Euro package, 350, 4-speed car, 12-bolt rear end, legit, right? The cat's meow, right? Bought it new, kept it all the way up until my second year in the Navy. I tried to buy that car. She sold that car to somebody else. Pissed me off. And I brought it up to her, here in the past. Can't believe you didn't sell me that damn car. I've had 3 since then, but I've had 3 of them. I've had 3 of them since then. Never finished them. Got them all the way up to finish, and never finished them. Pissed me off, right? She sold the car, right? Sold the car. All right. Years later, a guy calls me, right? He says, hey, man, I want to tell you something. And I said, what's that? He said, we got your mama's car. I checked. I got Wi-Fi calling turned off. Anyway, we lost a bunch of people. We was at 93, now we at 33. But anyway, so where's the new paint job? Oh, it's in the house. It's in the house. So this guy calls me. This was years ago, man. This was probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, maybe. No, it was longer than that. No, it was before Owen died. So it's probably 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. Somewhere around there, give or take. This guy calls me and tells me, he's like, it says 23 on my side. So this guy calls me and he says, hey, man, we got your mama's car. And I said, you got my mama's car? I said, what? What are we going to lose? I said, you got my mama's car? He's like, yeah, man, we got your mama's Camaro. I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, okay. I said, all right. He said, we didn't know if you wanted to buy it. We heard the story that your mama sold it, blah, 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 this, that, whatever. We ended up getting a car and want to know if you would be interested in buying it back, or you wanted to buy it. I said, I'm interested. So we made an arrangement, and then I go to them, right? Pretty good ways away. So I go to them, and I pull up, and they got F-bodies everywhere. They got Camaros, they got pickup trucks, they got all kinds of crap, right? All kinds of vehicles. Corvettes, just all kinds of stuff, right? So I get up there and we're in the building or in the shop or whatever, and they got a couple Camaros in there and stuff, and I'm looking, right? And he's like, yeah, we're talking with her. And I said, you got my mom's car? And he's like, yeah, we got it right back here. I said, okay, cool. And then he goes, so I'm looking at the car. So the car is black with white rally stripes. It's a split bumper Camaro. And I guess he didn't know that I knew, right? I guess he didn't know that I know. But everybody always underestimates me, right? So this is way before YouTube and stuff like, I mean, I was there, but not there. So he goes to start telling me that this is my mom's car. He's telling me it just goes on and on. And I said, but it's black and white. I said, it's black. Yeah. I said, why is it black and white? He said, what do you mean? I said, my mom's car was blue. He's like, what? I said, my mom's car was blue with silver stripes. And he's like, do what? I said, my mom's car, when she sold it, was blue with silver stripes. Because my dad painted it when I was in high school, blue with silver stripes. He had repainted it blue with silver stripes. Oh, yeah, the guy that bought it from her, the guy that got it from her, whatever, he didn't like it, and he changed the color to black and white, blah blah blah, whatever. And when we done the history on the car, it came back that your mom bought it new and this, that, whatever. And I'm like, okay, cool. So then he goes to tell me that, I get in the car, I'm sitting in the car. Car's nice, don't get me wrong, car's nice. But where he lost it, this is where he lost it. I don't give a shit about the color, right? This is where he lost it. He's like, yeah, man, he fired it up, it's running good, boom, boom, just doing all this stuff. And then he goes, yeah, man, he says, yeah. So then he goes to tell me that the car, he said, yeah, man, it's numbers matching. Everything's checks out. We've checked everything out. It's numbers matching. And I said, really? He said, yeah. And he's like, do you know what that means? And I said, well, I kind of sort of do, but I mean, what do you mean? He's like, hey, everything is right. The engine's right. It's got the right engine in it. It's got the right transmission in it. It's got the right rear end in it. Everything's right. Numbers matching. Now, again, like Mike says, I'm fishing. I'm playing like I don't know nothing. I was like, interesting. I said, man, that's crazy, dude. He said, yeah, so the only thing that's, now it does says it was originally blue, but this guy painted it black. I said, okay. That's all right. And then he come off with this crazy number, like $32,000 or some shit for the car. And I said, because his number's matching. I said, what's up, Jackie? I said, so what do I get? I said, so what's the real number? He's like, what? I said, you're asking $32,000 for it. You say it's the numbers matching, it's the original engine, it's the original transmission, the 4-speed, it's the original rear end, blah, 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 all this other stuff. He's like, yeah. I said, what's the real number? He's like, what do you mean the real number? I said, let's be real. What's the real number that you want for the car? You're asking $32,000 for the car. Now, this is like in 2016, 2017. I think that's when it was because I was working at the Petty Center, Richard Petty Center then. So it was around 15, 16, 17, so around there. I said, what's the real number? 32,000. I said, I don't think that's the real number. What number can you live with? What number can I live with? Yeah, what number can you live with? You're asking 32. What's the number you can live with? I know that this guy buys and sells and flips cars. I can tell that by where I'm at. I mean, he's got a shitload of cars, and you can kind of see that, right? What's the real number? He said, I don't know, make me an offer. I said, I can't buy it and sell it. I can't buy it and sell it. What? I said, I can't buy it and sell it. I can't give you a number and sell it. So, oh, you want to flip it? I said, no, I don't want to flip it. I'm asking you what the real number is. You're asking $32K. Okay, cool. That's what you're asking for. What's the real number? I don't know. Since it's numbers matching and everything, I could probably go down to like 28.2. I said, 28.2. I said, okay. So it's numbers matching, and that makes it worth more? Oh, yeah, absolutely. If it's got the original engine, original transmission. I said, you got all this stuff? Oh, yeah, I got all this stuff to document it. I said, okay, cool. I said, cool. But you at 28, but I ain't at 28. He said, where are you at? I said, I'm around 14.5, 15. He looked at me and he said, dude, what? He said, what? I said, I'm around 14K, around 15 grand. That's where I'm at. I mean, that's where I'm at, but I'd be even happier around like 12.5. He said, man, they ain't no way in hell you can get this car for 12.5. I said, really? He said, no. I said, but you want 32. You said you'd settle for 28.2. I'd be happy around 12.5, but I'd probably go 14, maybe 15 if I had to, but I'd be real happy at 12, 12.5, 13, somewhere around there. Don't be telling all the secrets, Jack. Don't be telling all the secrets. He's like, man, there is no way you can get in this car for less than 20 grand. I said, you don't think? He said, no, man. He said, man, I could take this thing to the sale, numbers matching, black Camaro, white rally stripes, 4-speed, everything, loaded, split bumper, loaded, man. This thing be easy, $25,000. I said, huh. So we went on with this back and forth for a pretty good while. I don't know, maybe 30 minutes to an hour. Now, he's got his partner there that's trying to help him. I'm by myself, right? I'm by myself. They're back and forth. Man, they ain't no way you can get this car. What's up, Jim? There ain't no way you can get this car for that kind of money. And I said, so you originally asked for 32. You could settle for 28, but you said you could probably get it for 25. You probably could let it go for 25 at the sale because it's numbers matching. He said, yeah. I said, cool. So if I had $13,000 cash right now, what's up, 87? If I had $13,000 cash right now and laid it on the hood of this car, you wouldn't take it. Nah, you little lot. I said, okay. So if I put 15 on the dash of this car, on the hood of this car, would you take? Nah, you're going to have to meet me around like 23 or something. I was like, for a numbers matching car, numbers matching 70 and a half Camaro, split bumper, rally sport, 350, high horsepower, 4-speed, original transmission, original rear end, and original engine. He said, absolutely. Now, we've done made our way from in the garage outside in the gravel. Because he's comparing that car to another car that doesn't have the same options as that car. Back and forth. So I had about enough I could take of him, right? Oh no. I had about enough I could take of them, and I was reeling them in. I was fishing, like Mike says, I was fishing. I said, well, man, let's just recap here, right? So this is potentially my mom's original car from 1970 and a half, split bumper, that my mom sold when I was the second year in the Navy. She would not sell it to me. And when she sold the car was blue with silver stripes because my dad painted it when I was in high school. And then the man that my mom sold it to had the car painted black and silver, black with silver stripes. And then you ended up getting the car. He says, absolutely. Then you run the numbers and you see it came back to my mom, and you knew, because he's in the car world, he knew that I'd been looking for my mom's car. So they had me on the hook. Yeah, absolutely. And its numbers matching. He said, absolutely. I said, well, man, do you got a DeLorean around here too? A what? Do you have a DeLorean? You know, the Back to the Future car. I said, you ever seen Back to the Future with Marty McFly and Doc with the DeLorean? Do you have one of those hidden around here with the flux capacitor on it that you put the damn bananas and all the shit in the damn flux capacitor, and you hit that son of a gun at 88 mile an hour, so you can go back to the future, and you see Biff? He's like, what the hell does that got to do with anything? Do you have a DeLorean around here? No. Do you have a time machine around here where you can go in the past to do shit? He's like, no. I said, well, then we got a major problem. He said, why is that? I said, because unless you don't have a DeLorean and old white-haired Doc or Marty McFly or Biff stuck around here in one of these buildings with the old DeLorean sitting around here and that damn World Series almanac, and you don't have a damn time machine around here, there is no way on this planet that this is my mom's car. He said, how you figure that? I said, because when I was 13 years old, my mom was driving her car. She slid off the road in the snow in front of the fish house. And we were in the ditch, and she was taking me to school. And she just dropped another gear and kept on digging. And pulled that big old 70.5 split bumper Camaro up out of that ditch. Got it back up in the road and just caught another gear when she had one of them Marlboros in her mouth while she was working at the hosier mill to take me to school. He said, yeah. I said, well, the next day, the damn car started knocking Sweet Home Alabama or Take Me Home from Ozzy Osbourne. She spun 2 rod bearings when she come up out that ditch with her foot on the damn skinny pedal. They pulled the original engine out at K&M Machine Shop, pulled the engine out, my daddy and 3 of his buddies while they drinking some Budweiser. And when they pulled the engine out, they took it up to the Car Quest up there at old Jerry Parks. And he said, this engine ain't no good. There's a damn crack in the side of the block. So what did they do? They took that engine and they chunked it in the daggone scrap bin at K&M Machine Shop when I was about 12, 13, 14 years old, somewhere around there, give or take. And that thing probably got ground up and sent to China and turned into rebar. And then they went and got a daggone 350 out of a junkyard truck down here at Randolph Salvage, and Jerry Parks bored that engine out 30 over and put it back into my mom's car. Then my dad put a high-rise intake on it and put a little-bitty breather on it and didn't put no screw on the daggone breather, because when you went to shut the hood, there wasn't enough clearance in there for a screw, one of the butterfly wing nuts to get on there. And then when my mom pulled into the daggone Fox's garage to get service, to get oil, get gas, because they used to come out there and count the money on the little thing and check your oil and check your fluids and all that stuff, he noticed there wasn't no damn screw on there. So what did he do? He put a damn wing nut on there and shut the hood. And when he shut the hood, guess what happened? Boom! It popped the dent in the damn hood of that car. Right? My mama was mad as hell that just busted the damn hood with that wing nut, raised the hood, took the wing nut back off of it, and shut the hood. She said, the breather ain't gonna come off. There ain't but about that much room between the breather and the bottom of the hood. Later on down the line, my mom was doing some shit that she probably shouldn't have been doing, snatching and grinding from stoplight to stoplight, and tore the damn rear end out of it. Took the rear end out of it and took it down there to the old guy that I know does rear ends, and it was messed up beyond fix, but he had a bunch of daggone 12 bolts down there, so they just swapped out the 12 bolt that was in the car with another 12 bolt that come out of a daggone Trans Am and put in the back of my mama's daggone 70 Camaro. The only thing that I know that was original in the damn car was the damn 4-speed transmission, because everybody in Jimmy Hoffa wanted that transmission. So, my question to you is, how can this be my mom's original car when the original engine got thrown in the dumpster in the late 80s, early 90s, and the rear end got tore out later than that because my mom was drag racing old dude down here from stoplight to stoplight? So if you can explain all that to me and show me that, then we might have a deal. That dude literally looked at me and told me to get the fuck out of his yard. Yeah. Build on a Budget sent me a message today. He said, I don't know why you shouldn't have been a bookie, because you and numbers, he said, you remember everything like an elephant. He says, you just don't miss anything. Yeah, his story fell apart so bad he didn't even know which way to pick it up. Have you seen? Yeah, I've seen it, Chance. I've seen it, Chance. I've seen it, Chance. So with it, just crazy. You should have been a drill sergeant. Just crazy, man. So I say that to say this. I seen some stuff today that got shared with me today. Some YouTube stuff that got shared to me, and I just wanted everybody to know. If somebody's trying to, what's up, Carolina? If somebody's trying to sell you something and claiming it to be something, check the receipts, check the numbers. Because I'd hate for somebody to buy an engine or a car and they claim it's one thing and then come to find out it's another thing. I guess people don't realize when you put stuff on social media, people are watching. People are watching. They're not just watching you. They're watching everything around you. And I promise you, I'm looking. I'm looking in the background. I'm looking in the side ground. I'm looking at everything you say. I'm listening to you. I'm looking. 3/4 race can, 500 horsepower, baby. Jump a daggone Coors Light can, snatch that thing in second gear with that old non-filter cigarette in my mouth. Cigarette. So, hey, that's pretty cool. I got a copy of every title of every car me and my family ever owned. Well, that's pretty daggone cool, man. That's pretty damn cool. I appreciate you sharing that. That's okay. Yeah, so, yeah. Be careful. Bob kicked rocks. Who's Bob? I've had old boys try to buy my Gramp 71 El Camino for me for nothing yet. It has every option on SS back. Like, hold on a second now. You got me and Elco's attention. There, girl on 57 says, like the dash tack, the dash clock, 4-link. Dude, that is so cool, man. That's so cool, man. I don't know what Bob did. I didn't even get to see what Bob did, but Bob, I don't know what Bob did, but Bob got gone quick, didn't he? Got my antenna. Got my attention. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, John. Yeah. Oh. Man, if I want any lip off of him, I'd get it off my zipper. Yeah, Caroline, I ain't worried about him, man. If I wanted any lip off him, I'd get it off my zipper. But yeah, he's got my attention. Yeah. That 71 El Camino, daggone full package. Yeah, that sounds good, man. Me and the old man still have it. But it's in great condition. Do you live in the desert? I don't live in the desert. I don't live in the desert. I've got a 93 S10 4.3 V6, 43,000 original miles. I took it to a paint guy. I took it to a paint guy, followed me home with 15 grand wanting to buy it, but I turned it. What 93 S10? The Tahoe? You talking about the Tahoe version? Hey, Hellraiser 86. Are you talking about the 93 S10 4.3 Tahoe? I live in the desert. Oh. Is that one with the back glass that goes the other way? No, the square body, short bed. Okay, Hellraiser, listen to me. In 1993, Chevrolet made a S10, the square face. It was my dad had one. It was called the Tahoe package, but it was a pickup truck. It was an S10. It was a square face S10, had a 4.3 V6 Vortec with a 700R transmission in it. It was maroon. It was like a burgundy color. It was two-tone. It was burgundy on the top, and it was black on the bottom. It had all the package on it. It was called a Tahoe package. Had all the trims and the bells and the whistles. Had the alloy wheels, everything. And it was a short bed. And that thing would leave it was a one wheel, it was a limited slip, and that son of a gun would leave a black mark from here to hell and back. Tahoe was mine with Hellraiser 86. No, it was a square body short bed. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Tahoe was mine. It was a 4.3. Yeah, it wasn't what I'm saying, it wasn't a Tahoe. Yeah, they made them in a Blazer too, Chance. That's right. They made them in a Blazer. Yep, they made them in a Blazer too. Yeah, it was the badging on it was silver on the tailgate. It's amazing what you remember. On the passenger side, it had a badge on the tailgate. It said 4.3 V6 Tahoe. Yeah, it was not. It was a nice truck. I like those square face S10s. Yeah, the Tahoes were fully. Yeah, it was nice. Yeah, check it out. Hellraiser 86, and then next time you see me live, hit the subscribe button and come back. Yeah, go check it out, Hellraiser. You'll look and you'll be like, daggone. Yeah, they had every option, man. I mean, every option. Yeah, it was the high performance it was the hypo too. The 4.3. It was the hypo. That's right, Chance. That's right. I appreciate that. Yeah, check that out, because a lot of people they say, oh no, I didn't have a Tahoe. Is it 215? I thought it was 205, so I knew it was 200. I thought it was around 200, 205, 215. I used to have an 84 S10 Blazer. Well, that's cool. I would like, there's a guy up the road that has a S10 square face. It's a square face. And it's a long bed. but that's okay. It doesn't matter. I know John gets them. John gets them all the time. John, I'd like to have a square face S10. I miss my granddaddy's Pintail. Man, I tell you what. Hey, Dave Buster, my dad also had a Bobcat. I remember going to sleep in the back of the Bobcat, and we woke up at Carolina Beach, and I thought we was going to go see Magnum PI. I had an 88 S10 Tahoe Edition long bed, 2.8. I've had it since the 90s. Hey, that's cool. That's cool, Silly Sally. 2.8. We raced at the Beach Bend in Bowling, Kentucky with my S10 and Urchin. Hey. Shh. Top secret. Shh. Top secret. Yeah, John will be able to find me a daggone square face. He'll be able to find me a little square S10. Oh, Mac. Oh, crazy Mac. Mac told me, he's like, hey, man. He's like, hey, JG. Well, he don't say JG. He says, hey, Jay, you need to build you a burnout vehicle. And he said he found another Sprite up there in Ohio, but I can't drive all the way to Ohio to get a Sprite. But I did tell him that John had an idea about a burnout vehicle. John said that he's got a Chevette. Now, I like a Chevette, but John wants me to cut the top off the Chevette and turn it into a convertible and put a LS in it and do a burnout vehicle in it. What's up, Gary? I did a first gen on the step side. Yeah, there's Mac. Yeah, Mac. There's Mac. I didn't talk Mac. Yeah, Mac said that I need to build a burnout vehicle. And John said he got a Chevette. And I got a roll cage that's supposed to go in a split bumper Camaro. We could take that roll cage from that split bumper Camaro and cut the roof off of that daggone Chevette and put the roll cage in there, and then John could get an LS. We stick an LS in there, and we could turn into it. We could make a damn burnout vehicle. Oh, your Premiere's on? Well, let me go turn it on. Let me turn on the big screen. Let me turn on the big screen. Hold on, let me turn on the big screen. Let me put you on the big screen, Mac. Let me put you on the big screen. Hey, I'm glad you told me. Let me key you in right quick. Hold on. Let's see. I still got my grad calendar. Oh, there it is right there. Got Mac on the big screen. I got a 91 four-door ST. Oh, yeah. If I had to choose between a Jetta or a Blazer, I'd take the Blazer, too. Well, I had a square face S10 four-wheel drive. So my dad bought a S10 square face four-wheel drive for $500. And I think it was a 2.8. I think it was a 2.8. And this is when I was at Sandhills. And I needed something to work on down there at Sandhills. And nothing worked on it. Four-wheel drive didn't work. Just took it down there and redone everything. All the vacuum lines. Got the four-wheel drive to work, fixed all the leaks in it, and and it was a long bed, four-wheel drive. And didn't get gas miles worth of crap. He painted it army green. He kept it for a long time. And then he tried to sell it, and then he didn't want much for it. And he sold it to a buddy of mine for $1,000 years later. And that guy let his kids drive it on the farm, and I think they destroyed it. They destroyed that thing. In the old days, they called me Johnny Blazer. Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze. Johnny Blaze. My first dream car was a 57 I own Earth. Daggone, Mac. 3,500 cars. Dude, that's crazy. I got Mac on the big screen on his Premiere. That's crazy. Crazy. So it was a good day today. Got the door done. Got started working on the door, and just had a lot of other stuff I had to do, but got that done. The exhaust shop's gonna call me back in the morning. They said they'd call me back by 10, so I called them, talked to them a little bit, and he said he'd call me back about before 10. If I ain't heard nothing from him by 10, I'll have to call him back, go from there. But yeah, I gotta look at the weather, see what the weather looks like. How many cars do you think? Oh, I can count every car I've ever had. I can count every car that I've ever had. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 vehicles. I've owned 5 vehicles in my lifetime. Now, if you count the 370 Camaros that I was in the process of fixing, then that'd be 6, 7, 8. That'd be 8, but all those got sold before I could get them finished. So, yeah. I got a 92 Chevrolet S10 with a 383 stroker back. Nice. I figured you'd have about more. I figured you'd have more than that, Chance. That's what I mean, yeah. I buy average 20 a week. Daggone, man. But see, y'all boys in a different business, man. Y'all in different. That's a different business. That's a different business. They're the ones when the wife count. Yeah, but a square face little S10, that'd be a cool little truck. That'd be a cool little truck. I used to drive my son's truck all the time, but since we done all that work to it, I don't drive it. I got to put knock sensors on it. I might just, to be honest with you, I might just take it to Chance. I need to put knock sensors on it and see what's going on with it. See, what I ought to do is just get with Chance and just load it up on, what I ought to do is just get it loaded up and take it to Chance and tell Chance to figure out if it's the distributor or see what it's got going on. John. Sorry, John. I had to get rid of it, John. I'm sorry, John. I had to do it to you. Sorry, John. Yeah, so, yeah, I might just do that. I might call Chance and talk to Chance. No, Chance, I still ain't figured it out. It's still acting stupid. That's why I ain't messed with it. No, I still ain't figured it out. Everything on it's new. I haven't put knock sensors on it yet. I can still see. I can still see. I still ain't figured it out. Still ain't figured it out. What? Now the battery's dead. I tried to go crank it the other day and it went won't, click, 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 click. I'm like, daggone it. What I need to do is I need to charge the battery up. I need to get with Chance. And just load it up and take it to Chance. No. If I done anything, Chance, I would. You know what I would do, Chance? If I done anything, Chance, I would take that TBI unit off, and I'd buy a 2-barrel Sniper 2 system, and I'd put a Sniper 2 system on there, a 2-barrel system. And that's what I'd put on there, and I'd get rid of it. But I got to figure out what, but if it's the distributor, if it's losing spark and falling on his face, if that module's bad, and then that's what it is, then I want to. Yeah. I mean, so the crazy thing is, it run great. It run great. Then I started working on it, and it's like, we don't want you to do this to us. And now it's just whatever. And I honestly, hey, Chance, does that Ace have a 2-barrel system? Because I do Holly all the time, but if Ace EFI had a 2-barrel kit, I would be willing to put the Ace 2-barrel kit on there just to see, because it's his truck. It's not a customer's. There is a spring in the TBI on OBS. Oh, yeah. You're fired. Take it. So, yeah. But the thing about it is he's still in school, and, you know, money-wise and stuff like that. And I even thought of it, this is crazy, taking and putting a daggone carburetor on it, but we're not doing that. I got a 650 carburetor. We could change the intake on it and put a carburetor on it and put and see if that, but like I said, if it's electrical, like the distributor and stuff, that ain't gonna fix it. But with the Sniper 2 system, you can get the 2-barrel system, and you get the Hyperspark, and you can take the distributor and all that stuff out. You can take all the ignition out, take the coil out, take all that stuff off, and it's all run by the Sniper 2 system, and be done with it. And that's probably what I'll end up doing, but it ain't gonna be no time soon. But what I would like to do is honestly, Chance, I would like to talk to you about it, like bring it to you and say, hey, just go over it and see if it's the distributor. I think a distributor is like $80. Just have you to go over, do like a check and go behind me and see if I missed anything, and say, hey, this is what's wrong with it, and let me fix it, and then drive it. Like I said, everything on it is new. Everything's on everything. Rebuilt the throttle body. Has new sensors, has new plugs, wires, rotor cap, button. It don't have a new module, has a new coil, I know a guy at JG Innovation Garage, come on. Yeah. So, but I need to pick up the radiator cap and rebuild the rest. What are we talking about? Who wants to email? Who said something about an email? Oh, I know Chance. Oh, I know. Oh, I see. Oh, Mike, I see. Oh, I see. Mike, I know Chance. He don't live like that guy can fix it. Email him. No. Oh, yeah. No, Mike, I know Chance. He don't live 15 minutes from me. Chance, I don't even know how in the hell we got all twisted up like that. But yeah, I know Chance. So then somebody said do an LS swap on the truck. Not doing no LS swap. Not doing that. Not doing that. Then somebody said put a small block in it. I ain't doing that. I ain't putting a small block in it. Yeah, take a chance. Take a chance and call Chance. Yeah, take a chance and call Chance. What's up, Angie? Yeah, so I might just get with Chance, talk Chance, and tell Chance that I'm going to load up the truck and take it to Chance. And then let Chance do a shakedown on it to see what's going on. No, I got stuck in the field. And Chance had to come pull me out with his F-150. You know what? That was the last time that I actually drove the truck. And you know what, Chance? Actually, after that right there, I might have pushed it too hard and messed up something. I don't know. Because it ain't run right since then. I would hate to work behind your work. Are you talking about me? Buchanan? You talking about me, Buchanan? The Chevy can't take you. Hey man, look. If y'all want to go back and watch the video, I'll find the video and repost it. The day that Chance pulled me out of the field, that I got stuck in damn broom straw grass, and that truck, it had no bed on it and them slick tires, or just regular road tires. I had to put it up on the lift and pressure wash mud and dirt. It was just grass, man. I got stuck in the field, went around the pond and come back around, and it was like one wheel peel. Yeah, and Chance come and pulled me out. And he laughed about it. And I think Chance put it on his TikTok and stuff like that. I don't know. Did Chance got TikTok? I don't know if Chance has got TikTok or not. No, he put it on his YouTube, I think. I don't know. Take it to TKM. Amen. Now the 4.3 V6. Now the LT, the engine that I got with you, John, that engine's going to TKM. And that's what we're talking about, pistons. The pistons for OG6, they're Wise Code pistons. 11 and 3/4 to 1 compression with eyebrows with -5 cc relief cuts for the valves. They're $1,300 for the pistons and rings. $1,300 for just the pistons and rings. And you got these guys out here buying these $179 Silverlight Hypertech pistons from Summit Racing and saying that they making 600-700 horsepower on them flat top pistons, knowing they made out of that daggone recycled aluminum alloy. And just the first time that you have your tune wrong or your spark wrong, you're gonna burn a hole right through the piston. You're gonna burn a hole right through it. If you're gonna rebuild your LS, you might as well go to Chevrolet and buy the pistons from Chevrolet. They're a whole lot better than them daggone flat topics that you buy off of daggone Summit and Jegs and Amazon. ATK. Who's ATK? You talking about Texas Speed? Who's ATK? Made out of pure, from what, Mike. Yeah. Absolutely. Now look, there's nothing wrong. Now I looked today and Summit has a complete rebuild kit for an LS. For a 6.0, 5.3, 4.8, has a complete rebuild kit for less than $400. Less than $400. Less than $400. And there's nothing wrong with that if that's what type of party you want to be at. I could buy a split bumper Camaro. John, we definitely going to have to talk if you can find a split bumper for $1,300. John, we definitely going to have to talk. John, we definitely going to have to talk. Yeah. It's 900, look, it's $900 for the pistons. And it's $350 or $400 for the rings. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's why I say it's like $13.99 for the pistons and the rings. And somebody's going to say, oh, I'm not building a race engine. Those little look, a stock 6.0 makes 10-to-1 compression for the LQ9. A 4.3 V6, the LV1, the LT LV1 4.3 V6 out of the 2018 Silverado pickup truck makes 12, almost 11 and 3, makes 11.5 to 1 compression stock, 11.5 to 1 compression. TKM's going to build it, and they're going to put Wiseco pistons in there, and they're going to be 11 and 3/4 to 1 with 5cc relief cut in the piston for the valves. Yeah, a stock 4.3 V6, a 2018 4.3 V6 makes almost 300 horsepower and 300 foot-pounds of torque. Bone stock. That little bone stock 4.3 V6 is making more horsepower than these guys 5.3s and 6.0s right out the box with a 3/4 race can. That was a good one, Chance. That was a good one. I'm telling you, boys. You have no idea. Man, the pistons in this daggone 6.0, I'll tell you this. The pistons in this 6.0, this 408 6.0, that's in the 68 C10 was $2,000 for the pistons. It's like $1,800 for the pistons. We're not the same. We're not even in the same zip code. Heck, we're not even in the same hemisphere. What's that Turbo Max make? What's that Turbo Max 310 out of a 4-bank? Yeah, the 2.7. Yeah, Mike. Yeah. Yeah, so whenever I get to go to TKM and take the engine up there and do a tear down, somebody was asking me the other day, why don't you tear the engine down? Why don't you tear that 4.3 down and do a tear down? Yeah, that Chuck Norris cam. Yeah, from Brian Tooley. Well, Brian Tooley sold out. Somebody bought out Brian Tooley. They said they're not going to change nothing. They said the quality's not going to change, but Brian Tooley sold out. They sold out. Sure did. I seen it the other week. But somebody was asking me the other day, why don't you bring that 4.3 V6 in here and tear it down and do some content on YouTube of you tearing down the engine? I don't think you can build an engine. Man, I've built a lot of engines. Why would I want to pull that 4.3 in here and tear it down? Why would I want to take that 4.3 engine and bring it in here and tear it down? And now I got all the bolts. I have to put all the bolts, bag and tag and label them. I have to do all that stuff. And then when I take the engine to TKM, I got to take all these parts to TKM, and then they got to categorize them, and then they got to catalog them and label everything, and then they're going to have to see what they're going to use and this and that. Why would I do any of that? Because when they tear the engine down, they document everything. How much the torque was, the bolt. They tear it down in the tear down room, and then they put everything where it's supposed to go, and they document every single bit of it. They document every single bit of it. So they're going to let me video and document them tearing it down. And I can put that up on the channel as content. And then when they machine the heads out of billet aluminum, if you're a one-stop shop, you're lying, cuz no one does that. Chance, what you talking about? Chance, what you talking about? And then when they machine the heads, I can go up there and video them machining the heads. I know when they done the heads on the 68 C10, I went up there when they was machining the stuff, and the valve hole for the valve is 2.5. Yeah, 2.5 intake valve. Hey, that sounds pretty cool there, 57. Yeah. Oh yeah, all them guys there, man, they said they're super excited, because they haven't done nothing like that. They just, they're saying, so John Boy and Kevin and them, when I talk to them and we got a plan together, they're saying when they're done with it, it's going to be 700 horsepower on engine. On the engine. 700 horsepower on the engine. And then we're going to add twin 55 millimeter turbos to it. No, you just people in general. No, just people in general. Sorry, no one has the abilities. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're right, Chance. Yeah. There's nobody around here to do that. Look, hey Mike, I'll send you an email. Mike, I'll send you an email. I'll send you an email, Mike, and let you read the build sheet. I'll let you read it and what it says at the top. 700 horsepower on motor, on engine, 700 on engine, And then run it on E85 and put twin 55 millimeter turbos on it. Man, get out of here. Daily driver. We're not talking about no race car. We're talking about driving, man. Nasty. Hey, we need another one, John. We need to find another 4.3. We need to find another good core. No, my jaw ain't broke, man. My jaw ain't broke. I didn't get my jaw broke. I know, and you know who I gotta look. I'll give credit when credit's due. Chance came over to the shop that day. I don't know what day it was. I don't even know what we was talking about. We was talking about something, and Chance, we were talking about because my son's truck's got a 4.3 V6 in it. It's an 86 4.3 V6. And we were talking about 4.3 V6s, and then you got the Buick Grand National, where it had the V6, the 3800 with the 76 millimeter turbo, and we were talking all that and this, that, whatever. And Chance said, why don't you put a 4.3 V6 in it? And I said, I don't want to put an old school 4.3 V6 in it, which there's nothing wrong with them. I mean, they like bulletproof little engines. John can find me one like no problem. Right? And he's like, no, I'm talking about the new LV1s or the new LVs. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, you need to get one from like 2014 to 2018 is this, or you can get the 2018, and you want to stay away from the DOD and this, that, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So we got to talking about it, and then I got to looking at it, and then I got to talking to John, and then John got on the daggone phone, and within 48 hours, Buchanan's Auto Sale found an engine and a transmission within 48 hours. Found one, a good core. Not only did John find one, now the first gen, the LV1s, is aluminum heads and cast block. But what John found was aluminum block and aluminum heads. It's basically the LT60 with 2 cylinders knocked off. Everything's all forged. So John, when we got it loaded on the truck, realized it's all aluminum. And it's a 2018, all aluminum, 4.3 V6, everything. Aluminum heads, aluminum block, and everything. Yeah. Yeah, John is a parts whore. Yes, he is. John is a parts whore. Yes, he is. Every day that ends in Y and twice on Tuesday. Absolutely. Within 48 hours, John found it. Told me to come see him, and then me and John took a little road trip, and we went to go get it. That's a fact. And matter of fact, I sent a video to Chance and said, look what I found. And he's like, score. Yes, sir. All aluminum. So that's even better because John Boy and Kevin at TKM said, oh, we can sleeve this joker. So they can knock the sleeves out of it and then put high performance sleeves in it where it can handle the boost. Knock it out, John, knock it out. Lock them up. Amen, 20 bucks is 20 bucks. Yes, sir. So John is not only a very good friend and a dear friend, and I think a lot of. John is one hell of an asset. One hell of an asset. So is Chance. Chance is a hell of an asset. Chance done some crazy stuff, man. He's super talented, man. Chance is super talented. If I could afford Chance, I'd give Chance a job. I'd let Chance come work with me. If I could afford Chance, I'd hire Chance. But Chance is doing his own thing. He's his own boss. He's doing this, doing it, and that's okay. I would consider Chance an alpha, an apex predator. You know, I'm an alpha, apex predator. And, you know, we could probably collaborate on some stuff. And I'm not saying that we would bump heads or anything. I'm just saying Chance has his own thing. I would be there too. See, well, the thing about Chance is Chance knows how to do it all. Chance knows how to do every bit of it. Body work, Chance knows how to weld. He knows how to do panel fitments. He knows how to do wiring. He knows how to paint. Chance can paint. So I'm not saying it would be a clone of me. I'm just saying that Chance, he can do that. You know, go look at Chance's YouTube channel. He's got a lot of stuff on there he does. He does a lot of good stuff. He gives people what they want. You know, but yeah, I would hire Chance. I sure would. I'd tell Chance to come over and say, hey man, let's knock some stuff out. Hey, and to be honest with you, I mean, let's be honest. If this 70 F100 gets here, and Chance is a Ford guy, Chance is a Ford guy 100,000%. Chance is a Ford guy 100,000%. Ford bred and bled. He's a Ford guy, right? So when this guy with this F100 gets here with this F100, and we got to strip all the suspension off from underneath this thing and put all new QA1. Now his plan is to put all QA1 stuff underneath this thing. And the guy wants to put like a 390 big block stroked and all this stuff. Yeah. If Chance ain't got nothing he got going on, yeah, Chance can come help me those days. Sure can. Absolutely. He sure can. Absolutely. He can come help me. Sure could. Sure could. Cause if I had all, and I'm just speculating. If I had all the parts for the F100 and they was here on the floor, if I had all the parts and me and Chance could work on that thing every day, I got to still sit down with the client and see exactly what he wants. I kind of got an idea what he wants, but he's talking about putting the truck up on the lift, taking everything out from underneath it, cleaning the bottom of the truck up, painting the bottom of the truck, and putting all new QA1 suspension, putting a new rear end underneath it that just bolts in there, new drive line, new brakes, new transmission. Basically all new underneath. And keep the outside look like it looks. So it's basically like the black truck that you got, Chance, the one with the GT 500 Shelby engine in it. So who's going to Nebraska? Who the hell going to Nebraska? Don't come to Nebraska, bro. You ain't working. Oh, no. Yeah. So I don't know 100% what the guy in the F100 wants, but I know Chance has got a F100, a 70 F100 that has a GT 500 Shelby engine. It's got a GT 500 Shelby engine, driveline, transmission, and a truck that he has. I have no idea what the world. Mike, I'm glad because I think I'm confused on what that was all about. But yeah, Chance, for sure. Chance, for real. I need to talk to you about my son's truck, his square body. I really need to talk to you about the square body, and see where I'm at on it, because I need to drive it. So see where we're at on that. But I need to talk to you about that. But I am serious about the F100. It was funny, Mike. It was, wasn't it, Mike? It was funny. Yeah. Oh. Lock 'em up. Lock 'em up. State property? This ain't no state property. Got him again. Joe, that just shows what you don't know. Bam! Got him! I was doing this at 12 years old too, man. I've been rolling the bill up since I was 12. You just got here. Hey, they dropped the dates. They dropped the dates today. They dropped the dates today for the Peach Festival. It's going to be the 250th anniversary party. So they dropped the dates for the Peach Festival today. I got to share that on here. I shared it on Facebook. So that's super exciting. They said they're gonna go crazy this year. They said they're gonna go crazy. So I'm still debating on whether I'm gonna put I'm still debating on whether I'm going to put a vendor box. I'm still debating on whether to get a vendor spot so I can put my tent up. We'll just have to see what happens. Yeah. And Run to the Sun is in March. So I know Build on a Budget's going to Run to the Sun. I don't know. We just have to see how it works out. Probably ride down there again. Yeah, the tailgate tour's in March too. I forgot about that, Yancey. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yo, man, I just interviewed for an apprenticeship. I don't know if I got it. I really want in the trade, but I don't think YouTube can teach everything. Any tips getting started in automotive work? Hey, I appreciate that, Chance. Hold on a second. What was the apprenticeship for? What you said you interviewed for an apprenticeship. Apprenticeship into what? What are you doing? Are you doing like collision work? You doing dealership work? You doing car salesman work? I don't time. Let's see what James is talking about, fellas. Heartland Automotive. Okay, what do they do? Do they do body work? Do they do collision work? Do they do mechanical work? Is it a dealership kind of atmosphere? Is it what? Kind of give us a little bit more information. I mean, are you a parts guy? Are you a service writer? What? Mechanic work. Oh, okay, mechanical. Oh, really, Carolina? So, well, man, if you want to get in the automotive world, man, just look, I'll give you this, James. If you want to get in the automotive world, in the trade, in the culture, whatever, just surround yourself with people that are like-minded what you're doing and just go with it, man. And nobody has, nobody has all the answers. Nobody has all the answers. I don't have all the answers. Other than what a lot of people say, I don't have all the answers. Now, I've made a lot of choices, and I don't look at stuff as a mistake. Like if something happened, I was like, oh man, I made a mistake. I don't look at stuff like that. I look at stuff like a learning curve. Like if I done something and it didn't work out, I was like, oh man, I made a mistake today. I didn't make a mistake. You learn something today, and you try to do better tomorrow than you do today. That's what you need. That's the mindset you need to go in there thinking about it, James. You know, don't worry about going in there and making a mistake. Just go in there and try to do your best. And that's all you need to do, because I promise you, nobody is perfect in nothing. Nobody. Making cakes, digging fishing worms, crocheting, nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Practice, 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 practice. It's muscle memory, muscle memory, muscle memory, muscle memory, muscle memory. Education, 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 education. Apply it, apply it, apply it, apply it, apply it, apply it. YouTube has a lot of information. Yeah, don't do flat rate. Don't do flat rate. That's right, Chance. Don't do flat rate. Don't go flat rate. Make them pay you by the hour. Don't get sucked into that. Don't get sucked into flat rate. You make them pay you by the hour. Because the thing about flat rate is the flat rate, the service writer is only going to feed the technicians that are turning 70, 80, 90, 100 hours a week. They're going to get fed faster than you because everybody gets a commission off everything. Make them pay you hourly and stay on it that way. Don't get sucked into it and go flat rate. Yes, surround yourself with like-minded people, and there's a lot of good information on YouTube. There is a lot of good information on YouTube. There's a lot of bad information on YouTube. There's a lot of good information on TikTok. There's a lot of bad information on TikTok. There's a lot of good information on Facebook. There's a lot of bad information on Facebook. People can give you bad information. You just gotta, if somebody tells you something, hell, if I tell you something, don't take it for the gospel. Go check it up and see it. And then if it ain't right, then say, hey, look, man, I looked into that and you had your information wrong. Now, there's right ways to handle it, and then there's wrong ways to handle it. If you come off to be an arrogant somebody, then that's what you're going to get back. But if I tell you something and you come back and say, hey, man, I know the other day you said this, but I found this article or I found this, whatever, and it says you should do it this way. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, share that with me and let me look at it, because I might be running on dated information, not outdated, just dated. So if I'm running on something that I know is the way to do it, but they have another way to do it, and I have not educated myself on the new way to do it, then I'm still running on dated information. It's not outdated, it's just dated. Then I need to apply myself to learn the new information to move forward, so I can take the information that's dated, update what I have, and move forward. Same way with updating a phone. Every now and then you get your phone, you're like, oh, I got an update. There's nothing wrong with the software that's running on the phone right now. It's just dated. So you need to update it to the better version. Hold on a second. Get them, Mike. Yeah, good sources. You do cool shit. That's what I want to do with my son. When I get the parts to fix it, they're supposed to be sending the parts out to fix it. It's messed up again, yet again. Start out having quality, learn from quality is the most important thing. Don't commission, start. Oh, yeah, that's right. Just get out there and do it, James. Record. Yeah. Waiting on parts. Yeah, they said a relay's bad, so it's supposed to be here today. It's supposed to be here today or tomorrow. I don't know. It didn't show up today. Yeah, James. Well, it's not like this happened overnight. What I do didn't happen overnight. I mean, it took decades to get to this point. I mean, I'm still not done. I mean, I want to get into blacksmithing. I want to get into more metal fabricating. I want to get into more doing metal work. Chance has been cutting his teeth on log decks and stuff like that when he was 8 years old. So, been sanding doors since. So, so don't think it's going to happen overnight. Just, don't do it just do it because you like to do it. The money will show up. Just either be a good person. You can either be a good person or a bad person. You know, some days are good days for me. Some days are bad days for me. Some days you might get a good version of me. The next day you might not get so good a version. But I try to be the same person every day, but it just depends on what's going on. And it's, we're human. We make, I don't like using the word mistakes, but we make mistakes or we make shortfalls. How about that? That's a better word. We have shortfalls every single day, and we just try to over-adapt and try to do better. Dealing with the public, that's something else you're going to have to deal with. Dealing with the public, they don't realize that there's other people other than them. Not all public, not all in public, but a lot of people think that they're the only person in the world. Out of 8 billion people, they're the only person. And you're supposed to give them 1,000% of every bit of you right then, and you should be at their beck and call at every time. They bark, you're supposed to say how high. It doesn't work like that. And when you explain that to people that don't really realize that, they don't like it. They don't like it. So you have to figure out a way how to communicate with people not to come off as an asshole. You also have to figure out a way how to come across from people, not to be disrespectful. But you also have to realize you can't let people be disrespectful to you either. So it's like that fine razor line that you got to walk, and then, be careful, be careful what you say, be careful how you act, be careful how you respond, because one slip up of the tongue can ruin a decade of hard work. What in the world? I don't even know what happened. I was talking, I looked down, I don't know what in the world's going on. So, yeah, the hardest part of it is people. It's people. And I mean that with the utmost respect. John, I'm gonna say this, and John, I hope I don't say that. John had a proposal. Me and John was talking about some stuff one day, right? And we were talking about stuff. I said, if I could build something and not even have to deal with the public at all, absolutely zero. Like if it came down the tube from the ceiling, and it's like, open up, okay, you need to do this, and then I get done and I send it back up, that's fine. That right there, I would love it. I would love that. And I mean, I love talking. I talk the ears off a billy goat. But if John could handle all the customer, I'm just going to use John for example. If John could handle all the customer service and all that stuff and every bit of that, and he just picks up the phone and the phone rings in here like we at the salvage yard, and I say, yo, what's up? Hey, I need you to do this, and this, and this, and let me know when it's done. Okay, cool. Hang up the phone. And then I do what I got to do, and I pick up the phone and say, hey, John, it's ready. Come pick it up. John comes, picks it up, drops me something else off, and then I work on it. That right there would be an ideal situation and not even have to deal with the public at all. Like, I would be like a ghost partner. You wouldn't even know I existed. I'd just be like, I'd be like the Ewok. You wouldn't even know. Hey, now you're talking. Yeah, we need a podcast. All right, I'll let you know, Carolina. Hey, no problem, James. No problem, man. Hey, look, there's a bunch of good guys over here, man. All these guys lit up in blue, they're mods, but everybody on here, man, they're like me and Chance, we do it for a living. John does it for a living. Mac does it for a living. You got a lot of resources over here. I promise you. I assure you got a lot of resources over here. Yeah, just, hey, one step at a time, man. Don't sweat the petty stuff and don't pet the sweaty stuff, man. You got it, James. You got it, man. I don't know what y'all got going on because I can't see anything. The only thing I see is Mike and Gary. So I don't know who this Bob is because I don't see any of the comments. So you boys and girls are on point tonight. Y'all earning them blue badges tonight. I said, wait, Mike. Mike's like, Mike's quick my draw over there. I don't know what's going on. Ooh, man, we've been on here for 126 minutes. Man, it's 9:15. This is the podcast. Hey, look, I'd love to do a podcast. I really would. We just have a topic and just talk and it be good. Be good. Like two people and just keep it, just talk about the thing. Bob is. Hey, I don't know where Vinny's at. Vinny's been in the live every day for like the last 4 days. Vinny from Puerto Rico. Vinny's been in the live every day for the last 4 days. From Puerto Rico. He told me he was going to send me an email and said, when you get the email, and then all of a sudden, there's no Vinny. Vinny's not been here today. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. You talking about Barnes, the big guy. Yeah. Fluffy. He was fluffy. Hey, John, don't tempt me with a good time. Don't tempt me with a good time. I know Yancey right work, Vinny lies. Where that warm weather at? Yeah, we need some warm weather. Matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up, Yancey. I need to look at the weather and see what it's going to be like so I can try to get these parts. I can turn the heat on in the booth. That's not the problem. I don't mind turning the heat on, but if I don't have to turn it on, I don't like turning it on. 74 Wednesday. Then you know what I'm doing tomorrow? I'm going to get some panels hung up on these carts tomorrow after, while I'm waiting to call the daggone exhaust shop. 74 Wednesday? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So that means tomorrow I need to get some stuff together and then spray some sealer. If it's 74 Wednesday, I can spray sealer and 3 coats of base. Let's see, if I do the bumper and the roll pan. Yeah, if I do the bumper and the roll pan Wednesday, then I can paint the bumper and the roll pan. I can seal it, put 3 coats of color on it, and put about 3 coats. I'll probably put 4 coats of clear on the front bumper and probably put 3 coats of clear on the roll pan. So when I cut and buff, I'll probably do more than that. If I put 4 coats of clear on the front bumper, man, I wish I had some high impact clear. I wish I had some high impact clear. If I had some, which shop you using, JG? What are you talking about, Chance? Man, I should have bought some high impact clear. I didn't even think nothing about it. I could have bought a quart of high impact clear and put high impact clear on the front bumper. And that would have helped it tremendously with rock chips if I'd have put high impact clear on it. I didn't even think about that till now. The BP, Kyle. Appreciate it, John. The BP, Kyle said he could do it for me. They're going to do the exhaust and line up the front end. But, so I probably put 4 coats of clear, and I'm going to use vibrants. No, I'm not going to use vibrants. I'm going to put 4 coats of clear on the front bumper and probably 3 coats on the roll pan, because a lot of the roll pan you won't see. You ain't going to see but about that much of the roll pan, and it's a roll pan. So cutting and buffing that, it's not going to be that bad. But for the front bumper, I'll probably put 4 coats of clear on it and then cut it and buff it. Man, I got a lot to do then, because I need to spray the back of the daggone bumper with bed liner and the roll pan and paint it. Is it the same? Is it transmission guy? Chance. Chance, I'll talk to you tomorrow, man. I'll text you tomorrow. No, different shop. Yeah. Chance, I'll talk to you. I'll text you tomorrow, Chance. Yeah. I'll text you tomorrow. Sure will. Hey, can he do a front end alignment? I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll text you tomorrow, Chance. I won't text you tonight. I'll text you tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. But I need to do the bed liner on the back side of the bumper. So if I can tape it up and spray the bed liner, then I can come back in about an hour or 2 and then paint it. So that's probably what we'll do. So if I can get the bumper and the roll pan done tomorrow, that'll be 2 things out of the way. And then the next thing we'll do is the grill. And then we'll go from there. If I can get the roll pan, the bumper, and the grill all on 3 buggies and get all 3 buggies in the booth, I'm pretty sure I can do that. I can probably put 1 buggy like this, and 1 buggy like this, and then 1 buggy like this, and then I can paint the grill, paint the bumper, and paint the roll pan. Just do it like a horseshoe. Have the grill here, the bumper here, and then the roll pan there, and then paint all 3 of them, and then when they're done, I can roll them out. Yep. Boys and girls, been on here 133 minutes. I got to go fill up the wood heater. I got to go do my chores. But I appreciate everybody tapping in. We had a good thing. Hey, John, get that podcast going, man, and let's do it. Boys and girls, remember what I said, don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, let loose and drag, piece of them chicken grease, I'm out.